Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. It is another day, which I am so excited about because here's the deal. We've been dealing with this subject, bad habits. Not just habits, but bad habits. And this week we say you have to acknowledge them. This week we talk about practical things you can do in regards to confronting with those bad habits. We all have them. We have habits, but here's the deal. Bad habits affect us differently because some people have bad habits and they've become extreme with the bad habit. And then there are others who have the bad habit, but it's not as extreme as another person. And so at the end of the day, one of the things we talked about this week was you need to talk about it. You need to confront it. Well, today, I want to talk about the hidden truths about breaking bad habits. The hidden truths about breaking bad habits. I think at this stage in my life, I think at this stage in your life, you shouldn't be afraid to address anything related to you. I believe at this stage in your life, in my life, we should not be afraid to address anything that's related to us. At some point, you just got to simply say, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't like all that happened to me. I don't like all that I had experienced along the way. But what I do know is God has given me power. Come on, somebody. This morning, I want you to get up knowing you have been given power. Yes, power from on high, with the ability to be able to show up and make some adjustments. Your life won't change for the better until you make some adjustments. Some things has to change. Well, most advice on breaking bad habits focuses on willpower and discipline, but few of them focus on what I want to share about a little bit because I've been working on this stuff. I want to go a little bit deeper. And I'm finding that this is really good stuff because most people aren't going there. Most people aren't going there. Where aren't they going, Coach Miller? They're not going to number one. They're not going to the conversation of environment. So number one, write this down. Your environment shapes your habits. Your environment shapes your habits. Once you get that understanding that your environment shapes your habits, you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention where you hanging out, man. Where you hanging out. The spaces you spend time in and the people you are around influence your behavior heavily. Oh man, it gets strong. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever the habit is, the bench watchers, the people who all bench watch Netflix on the weekend, they all know everything. They say, hey, what are you watching this weekend? Oh, guess what I watched last weekend? Watch this. Then the foodies, the people who know, okay, I like nice restaurant, I like eating, but I know I need to watch what I eat, but I got a problem with my weight. I got a problem with my health, but I still eating crazy. Watch. Look at the circle. Look at the circle. Then the people who are money short. Okay, your money is funny, and everybody around you, their money is funny. Association, man. Environment matters. Change your surroundings, change your habits. Change your surroundings, change your habits. So when we talk about breaking bad habits, I realized early on, I just had to, I was like, okay, I can't hang out where I was hanging out. I can't be doing what I was doing, man. Come on. And I'm not even talking years ago. I'm talking about of late. Listen, in the last 3 years, in the last 5 years, in the last 10 years, in the last 15 years, in the last 20 years, I'm finding that there are adjustments going on in environment and association. I want more, I want better. And a lot of people aren't on the same run that I'm on. A lot of people aren't as passionate about this as I am. So what happens, guys, is in a lot of environments, I'm not afraid of people. I get tired of watching you. You go so much. So if I don't know who I am, guess what I could do? I could end up tuning it down. I can end up pulling back because everybody thinks, well, Miller goes so much. And if Miller don't know who he is, Miller might just pull back because of what everybody else is saying. The president goes a lot. The mayor goes a lot. The CEO of the company goes a lot. Come on. The lead pastor goes a lot. Well, why can't I go a lot? Why can't I go a lot? See, we celebrities go a lot. So we let people lock us into the content, the confinement or the setup for which they have for themselves, and only find ourselves capping right in that category. But you want more. You've been wanting better. And so you've been, girl, I can't work out in the morning like you. Okay, that's fine. I'm a workout. See, you need some people who like, I'm encouraged by you working out in the morning. Oh, you always reading these books and always going to seminars. I can't do that. Okay. Our relationship is going to be short-lived. Well, you so tight, man. You so frugal. I mean, come on. How much money you got put aside? I've never begged you for anything. Come on. Have you noticed that, I've been trying to be a good steward, but you're always complaining about not having enough money? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Or the place, I don't have enough time. Boy, but how do you do so much? Well, both of us have the same amount of time. Both of us have the same amount of time. There's 168 hours within a week. All of us have that same amount of time. So when you hear people talk about, I don't have enough time, watch this, y'all. Y'all gonna like this. You can't manage time. The whole concept of time management, that the verbiage is not correct. You can't manage time. You only can manage you in the time that you've been given. So today, if you stay in bed all day, the day goes. The day don't stop for anybody. So you have to choose to be diligent in how you show up today and get everything you can out of your seconds, your minutes, your hours. So while you're getting up, you got to remind yourself, hey, what I do with the hour today, what I do with 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, that's on me. So I have to manage myself within Thursday. I have to manage myself within Friday. I have to manage myself within Saturday. I have to manage myself. Come on, man. It's habits, environments. Some people don't want to manage themselves and they just want it to actually just happen. Where did the time go? The same way it went yesterday, last week, and last month. It keeps going no matter what. It keeps going no matter what. So number one, your environment shapes your habits. Level up with your environment. Please ask God to give you the strength to detach yourself from some environments. Disconnect yourself from some associations. There are some people that are not good for you. There are some places that are not good for you. And you've been hanging on those people and those places for a long time. And that's why you're stuck. And it's a bad habit. And I'm trying to help you. If I'm helping anybody, put it in the comment section. I'm focusing on this lesson this morning. I need you to get this in your head. I need you to get this in your spirit. Every environment is not good for you. Every person is not good for you. And you have to know how to identify those and how to pull yourself from that and say, okay, I have to learn how to pull out of environments that are not good for me. Okay? So number one, your environment shapes your habits. Number two, bad habits are often emotional clutches. They're crutches. And so these, you have bad habits that are emotional crutches. So bench watching sometimes is an emotional crutch. Come on, how many of y'all feel me? Bench watching is emotional. Eating could be an emotional crutch. There are people who are spenders. I mean, like literally. Come on. As soon as they get the money, they got to spend it. Emotional crutch. Something they haven't addressed. And so I'm learning in this stage of my life. Man, listen, I'm about to be 50 years old, God's willing, in October. And I want to identify my emotional crutches. What emotional crutches? You eating and you eat hungry. My wife says, babe, you ain't hungry. I say, I know. Why are you eating? Why are you eating? You ain't hungry. You don't eat. How many of you, be honest with me this morning, you don't need another outfit, but you're in the mall, you're in the outlet. Come on. You're in the mall, you're in the outlet. Come on, you're on Amazon but to buy something. You ain't need nothing. You got so much junk in your closet and in your garage and stuff around you. Or how about the person, I'm going home, I got to pull up to a drive-thru to take something home to eat. You got food in the pantry, you got food in the refrigerator, you got leftover food from last night, but you're still going through a drive-thru. How many of y'all see what I'm saying? How many of y'all see what I'm saying? And so, emotional crutches. I believe, watch this, I'm going to push the envelope. Some people use church as an emotional crutch. They don't have a life. They don't have a life, and they use the church / God as an emotional crutch, and they lose themselves in there. Nothing else in their life is working for them. But what they've done is they've used church as an emotional crutch, and now the family don't even like them. Their children don't even like them. They're not making an impact in the community or an impact in the world because they have used church wrong as an emotional crutch. It's like a high. Even if your pastor tell you they ain't having no church this week or this month, you're going to find church. Some of you, I have to go to church. See that? See? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. People won't talk about this stuff. I'm trying to help somebody. Emotional crutch. And so Netflix is using you. The outlet sales are using you. Amazon is using you. And so you got to get to the point where you start to realize, I have so many habits. You can listen, you can become a gym rat where it becomes like an extreme situation where you're all in the gym, but you don't even have a life outside of the gym. Your body is rock solid. Everything about your body is perfect, but you don't have nothing else going for you. Or it's the person who, watch this, it's the person who's a workaholic. Is a workaholic. Come on. I'm not just talking one side. I'm trying to tell you, you have to examine yourself. I talk about that this week. You have to examine yourself. Don't be afraid to go there. Let's say this with me with confidence. Everybody say this. Lord, help me to never be afraid to go there in regards to the difficult subjects related to my life. Lord, help me never to be afraid to go there. I want to be able to talk about it. So when my wife asks me, you're not even hungry, why are you eating? So because I realize I have that behavior, I have to now figure out, okay, I always want to snack on something. It's a habit. Now, snacking on the wrong thing now makes it a bad habit that affects my health. And there's people, well, you eat cereal at night, you eat chips all the time. So come on, them Oreo cookies, some of y'all know. How about them donuts? Come on, y'all. How about them donuts? Come on. You keep a box of donut on your desk. So you work out, but your weight ain't changing at all. Because why? Because what you're eating, all that mess. Come on. Y'all know Miller helping somebody today. Share this with somebody, right? So bad habits are often emotional crutches. They're connected to something. And so many habits streams from unresolved emotional stresses. Even boredom or anxiety. You haven't even talked about that. You even haven't looked into it. I was telling my wife I wasn't feeling well last week and was going through some health stuff going on in my body. Feel like the flu, feel like the cold, all of that stuff. And the hunger kicking, man. I just wanted to eat. And so boredom and stress and anxiety all triggers something. And you got to now learn yourself. So address the root cause, not just the action. So I need to stop eating. But what is the root cause? That's why I think everybody needs a good therapist. That's why I like being a life coach. When you talk to me, I'm going in with you. Okay? When you need a counselor, come on. You need a good friend. Okay? You need a good friend. So number 3, guys, and we're done. So number 1, your environment shapes your habits. Number 2, bad habits are often emotional crutches. Number 3, quitting can create a power vacuum. Very few people talk about this. Quitting can create a power vacuum. Even the Bible gave reference to this when the Bible talks about, he says, listen, the person who leaves the sin and the spirit leaves that person, the evil spirit leaves that person, it goes about, but it comes back, seeing if there's an opening again. And if there's an opening, it comes back, and it comes back 7 times worse than the person was before. So watch this. If you were a Bobbitt prior to being saved and now you ain't saved no more, but you went back to the streets, oh Lord, it's going to be over. It's just like, no, you just let it go. Jesus Christ, you just going all bad. I'm just saying, right? So I'm saying quitting can create a power vacuum, okay? Resolving a habit without replacing it with a healthy habit can cause a relapse. Fill the void with a healthier, purposeful activity. In other words, okay, I don't drink sodas anymore, but I'm going to drink water. Okay, I'm not going to bench watch Netflix, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start reading. I'm going to start listening to audio books. I'm going to start watching educational YouTube videos that's going to teach me something about parenting, that's going to teach me how to run my business, that's going to help me to organize my home. I'm going to go for educational programming rather than just time wasters. You got to figure out how to fill that void. Don't just quit the habit, you have to replace the habit. Okay? Don't just quit the habit, you have to replace the habit. So the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7, Proverbs 23, verse 7, it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. I'm here today to tell you, you've got to do what you got to do to get yourself together, because that's the way God is going to be glorified. Okay? So all of us, there's room for improvement. But in order to improve, you've got to do the work to become the person that God created you to be. So this morning, I want to challenge you to lean in. God bless you. Have a great day.